Hello, I'm Sandra Murray of the White Mountain Community Garden here in the heart of Show Low, Arizona. Welcome to AZ Mountain Gardening. Well, we've had an awesome winter up here in the White Mountains, and they truly are white. We had 2 feet of snow in a 24-hour period recently. You'd think that all action stops at the garden, but that's not the case. So join us this episode and see what's happening here.
Hi, this is Vicki Matamanji of White Mountain Community Garden. It's winter. We've gotten a lot of snow. It gets really cold at night too. But today, Anne and Michelle are putting a new rope over the top of the roof, and that's to clear the snow as it accumulates. We had a larger rope a couple years ago, and just sitting out in the sun for the last 2 or 3 years just made it rot, so we have to replace it. We're using something that's nylon, polyester, something that will hold up. So here we are. Take a look at our process. Their knots are coming over. Huh?
The knot should go from probably, my guess is from that seam over to the other seam.
Yeah.
So we should stop at this one that's.
You have your first. Do you need any more? Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. We need to put more knots in. Oh. Okay, wait a minute.
We're cutting it back.
We need to put more knots in.
Knots.
Okay. Oh, we have a lot. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Okay. Well, we have plenty of knots now. Okay. We were 2 knots too many. Now we're cool.
Never wanted to pay too much for seeds. You can save any heirloom tomato seeds. Today, we're going to cut these rustic red tomatoes that we grew at the Show Low Community Garden in the High Tunnel, and we're gonna get the seeds out and learn how to save them for next year's garden. So you have to cut the tomato in a certain way. It's better to cut the tomato in a certain way. So you wanna cut it so that you have a top half and a bottom half. So let's cut it, there you go. Just be careful with that knife cutting like that. And then, so you have the top half and bottom half. Can I have another bowl? So then you're gonna try to get all these seeds. You gotta squeeze it and try to get all these seeds, or most of the seeds, or whatever you can get. There you go. Oh, yours has bigger seed pods, huh? There you go. So try to squeeze all those seeds into here. Wow, you're doing great. These are beautiful tomatoes. Yes.
What do you do with the rest?
You could eat it.
Eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Putting it in salad. Is it good?
well then just eat it. Okay, then you take these and you put a little bit of water in it, and after 3 or 4 days you will get mold on top. Probably even a little bit more mold than this, and your seeds will have some extra, I don't know, that has like a little force field around it, and that will have been released in 3 or 4 days and molding and stuff. So after you keep this labeled for 3 or 4 days, then you strain it with a sieve and you run water through it, and then you can get all that jelly stuff away, and then you will have seeds. And then you put it on a paper towel or something. You want to spread it out a little bit to dry it out. You want to label it again as good as you can. And you'll have these seeds for next year's garden to start your seeds. That's it.
We're here in the high tunnel, and although it's wintry outside, it's definitely a whole different climate right here. In fact, the pak choi is starting to bolt, meaning it's going into flower. Still perfectly fine to eat though, but it just goes to show you lots of different climate zones going on here at the garden.
Good morning. Hi, my name is Ann Cameron from the White Mountain Community Garden. I'm here right now in, what is it, the 1st of March, trying to repair some of the damage from the wind that happened to our high tunnel this year. We got a big hole here, a big tear, which I repaired a couple of years ago, but it's come off and we have to repair it again. Maybe you're not doing anything at the tunnel, but you have to regularly come down here and check on it because something's always falling apart. Okay, so we're inside our high tunnel now, and we have particularly Mary Lou and Michelle and Ray, who's not here, have been building these raised beds. They're lasagna beds. So this is our 3rd row, and it was installed, the bricks installed, but some people are real perfectionists, so they're doing just a little bit of, her eyes, and then once we get it all straight, and then we'll start preparing the lasagna bed, and we're going to be planting in these soon. So in 2 weeks we hope to start planting some tomatoes. So that's it.
These cold winter days are a great time to look at what seeds you already have. Many of us keep seeds year to year, and in fact I bet most of us could dig some out that could be several years old.
Oh, you mean like these?
That's kind of it.
Like those?
There you are, Vicki.
I mean, Oh my gosh, the worst thing for me is walking into a garden center and going by the seed display, because I'm always picking up at least 5 packets.
Yeah, the temptation is always there to get more
There
seeds.
they are.
The other
They're
thing
all
that's
old
happening,
seeds.
as you know, all the garden catalogs start coming into your mailbox, and they're very, very exciting. New plants, new flowers, new herbs, and you know, we'd sure like to try them all out.
But we have a way to see what seeds are viable in your old, storage of old seeds, because they do last a long time. Okay, so we're going to check the viability, and this is how you do it. Take a paper towel, wet it down, and put 10 seeds. Oh, that's not, can't tell very well, can you?
They're tiny. That's 6. So we'll need like 4 more, my dear.
So we'll move them up a little bit.
Here.
All right, so we're gonna wet it down, put it in a plastic bag. Yeah. It's just tap water. We'll just spray it. Put it on a windowsill. It doesn't need any direct sun, but just let it sit for a few days and germinate. So, how do you check the viability?
Well, you're going to wait and see how many sprout.
Right.
And the math will be easy because there's 10 seeds. So if we have 5 seeds sprouting, we know 50% viability. So even if you have a 50% viability, they're still worth putting in the ground. You might want to plant them just a little bit thicker.
Right, so we're going to label this. It's arugula, and these seeds are from 2010. Oh my gosh.
Well, seeds are pretty
this is-
sturdy, so I
this
bet
is
they'll
the
still
arugula
be
seed.
viable.
And today's date, February 5th.
There are many nuts, and some are very useful in a garden. There are different types of material for using, such as twine, cordage, and rope, depending on the load or strength needed. Some very useful knots are the alpine butterfly knot, which is very useful for flagpoles, hitch points, and securement points. A good knot is easy to tie and easy to untie and remove even when cold or frozen, so the rope, cordage, or twine can be reused. The bowline, when you need a loop that will not shrink or slip. The Prusik knot, when you need to tighten a line on another line. The jug knot, when carrying bottles and jugs. The trucker's hitch to secure loads tightly.
Come check out our garden, learn how to grow in our challenging area of the beautiful state of Arizona. We have a lot happening here. Can join us at our monthly meetings every second Tuesday at Solterra. We also have a great garden expo coming up, May 25th. Wonderful speakers, exhibitors. Come check out the garden. During our growing season, April through September, there's always somebody here Saturday morning. We welcome everyone. Come see what's happening and join our great group. We have a lot of fun.